So how is your evening? This is Anthony Kirago coming to you live from Wickred Property Company Limited at this Ken office. How has been your week? Mwaka inakupeleka aje? Sisi we are doing fine. We thank God for Wickred. Quite a lot has been happening around. We thank God that we are safe. The fact that we are able to travel, move from one point to another and get back home safe is an enough reason to thank God. We thank God, and as long since I came to you and I'm coming to you live, so much is happening. Now I always tell you, we don't want you to be left behind on what's happening across the globe, across our country, in the real estate industry. So much is happening around. Na labda unakaa hapo tu bado unangoja. And it is good I let you know so much has happened. Na as Wickred, we always tell you have in our mind. We always tell you we have you in our hearts. We want to actually, we don't want anything to happen. Na uachwe nyuma. So this is it. So sometimes back, Keno was born. So I came to Keno about 9 years back. And when I came to Keno, I remember I had been posted by my employer, where I did quit before I joined real estate industry. And I was hesitant to come to Keno town. Reason being, this was being counted as among the hardship areas in Murang'a. And actually up to date, kuna bado wengine huwa wanapata hardship wenye wameajiriwa na government. But actually it's no longer the hardship town that we knew. Because so much has changed. There have been a lot of metamorphoses in this town. The building that I'm in right now, where we are located, where our office is based in Keno, where our head office is located, was not in existence. And actually even the building that you can see behind me, we have the county supermarket, we have the latest kid in the block, that is the Kirero Mall. It was nowhere in Keno town. Keno town was a town that hugetaka kukaa. And actually hata residential apartments hakukua. I remember when I came to this town, nilikuwa nakaa Thika. Most of us, actually, it's good I let you know, I was a banker, and most of the bankers used to stay in Thika, Mroiro, and Juja, because you couldn't find any good house in Keno. But as we are talking right now, 10 years down the line, you can see behind me skyscrapers are coming up. We have 10-story buildings in this town. We have 6-story buildings. I mean, we have apartments that have lifts in this town. And I'm telling you, a record time of 10 years. You can imagine that's the period that our president, the period that most of the people, the readers are given. That's 10 years. So much may have happened and so much may not have happened. It depends with what you choose to do over the 10 years. Now, I give you a scenario. Most of the properties in Keno, and actually all the properties, the prices were quite low. With your 500,000, you could have got yourself an acre. And I'm talking about 100 meters of the tarmac. On the tarmac, half acres in Keno, we are going for 1 million. But as we are talking right now, the same half an acre that was going for 1M 10 years back. As we are talking today, the same half an acre, just opposite our office, a petrol station is coming up. I'm told the half acre was sold at 35 million 10 years down the line. Get this. Those are crazy returns. Somebody injected 1 million 10 years back, and as we are talking today, they were able to sell it at 35 million. That's what happens in real estate. Provided you invest right, you invest with the right company, invest the right place in terms of location, you can be sure over time you're going to get heavy return on your investment. You never go wrong in real estate. You may go wrong in any other investment, but not in real estate. So somebody may think property yenye nakuzia bei ya juu, but just give it time. Just give it time. You can be sure you're going to get a good return on your investment. So why am I telling you this? It is good I let you know that what has happened, the trends that are happening across this nation. Now, with devolution coming up, of the coming of devolution, every county is a government on its own. So the county government is able to get resources to do the infrastructure, that is in terms of schools, hospitals, roads, in terms of making electricity available, in terms of security. So devolution ni yenye tunasema pesa ilikuja mashinani. And with the money coming to mashinani, so much has happened. So much has happened. So much is happening as we are talking right now. So you may be thinking of wondering, where can you invest? It is good I let you know, real estate is the best and the surest of investment that you can ever make. You may try stocks. Personally, I have done. But due to some factors that come into play with the economy and what is happening across the globe, you realize there's a time that you realize a lot of turbulence were happening, and so much was happening in stocks. So at a point we all got into stocks, but things happened and we have lost quite hefty some amount of money for those of when you to invest kwa stocks, because unapata depending on the company that you invested in, because you may find that you may not have control. You may buy stocks, but you may not have control of the management of the company that you have bought stocks from. But in real estate, you're able to control, because one, you can decide where to invest. You can decide where you want to buy a land. You can decide where you want to buy a house. So what am I telling you? It is good. You could be think of investment, think of real estate. Try it, you never go wrong. Labda ushaijaribu na ukanunua kwa kampuni yenye some of the companies I'm arrived to the fact there are companies that have gone down. There are companies that could be squanders people's money. But how many are they if you have to consider? You see, the challenge with us, most of us people, anytime you find kuna kashida kidogo, we always try to focus so much on the black spot on the white paper rather than focusing on the big picture. So we have so many real estate companies in Kenya, but zenye zimekula pesa za watu. If you have to take 1,000, could be ni moja tu. And we tend so much focus on that rather than focusing on the rest of the 999. And because they are good companies, we are here, we are here. We can be counted among the best, because running a company for close to 10 years with no issue, we have never had an issue of title deed, never had an issue with a client mwenye amekuja amelipa na amekosa title deed, never had an issue in terms of labda tununua project ikakuja ikaleta mashida, because we reinvest a lot. As WICRAD, we reinvest a lot in terms of research, due diligence, huwa tunafanya utafiti from the ground, from the government. So just to make sure that when we are getting to invest and buy around any project, to make sure that we do it right. Just to make sure, as an investor, when you come and invest with us, not at any given point you're going to find labda ile shamba uliinvest imekuwa na mashida. You never find that in WICRAD Property Company Limited. Why am I telling you this? Now, giving a trend, I give you a scenario. Somebody went and invested in Juja Farm a few years back. And somebody went and invested somewhere in Loiro, uko ndani. Just give a scenario. Somebody I have an uncle who went and invested somewhere in Kamakis. And I'm told, and he always tell me a story, he bought the 1 acre at 260,000 Kenya shillings. That's my uncle. And 2 years back, somebody came and offered him 100 million plus over the same property. These are the property that he bought in the early 2000s, about 2006, 2007, thereabout. That's when he bought the property at an acre at 260,000. And 2 years back, somebody came and gave him quite hefty some amount of money, a good package of retirement. He was given 100 million plus. So you can be sure he is living large, because he made the right decision by buying that plot. But he always tell me that when he bought that plot, hata ungeenda ukule upewe hiyo shamba, wewe mwenyewe ungekataa. Sio leave around buying, kupewa ungekataa. That is around 2006. But with the coming of the Eastern Bypass, you remember the Kibaki, when the Kibaki came in and the Kamakis came up, and so many things happened around the Kamakis, the Eastern Bypass. That's what happened. That's what happens in real estate. You may invest in a plot, but some factors that you may not have control over, they come into play. Unaenda unanunua kashamba mahali, then a government comes and puts us a project. A certain investor comes and puts us a project, and there is a paradigm shift in the value of the properties in that location. That's what happened in real estate. And so why am I telling you all this today? I really advise you to think of investing in real estate. Could you have somewhere you are putting some money in, umeweka mahali pesa kwa bank, umeweka FDR, they are good, because everyone wants to be liquid. But it's good you try, as you are thinking of diversifying, think of real estate. Think of investing. It can be a land, it can be a plot, but I can tell you and give you a sure guarantee, you never go wrong. I give you a story. When I quit job, when nilitoka kazi, when niliacha job, whatever saved me, sio ile pesa nilikuwa nimeweka savings. Before I got to real estate, I did quite a number of businesses. Nijaribu biashara mingi hapa na pale. But what came to my rescue, it is a plot nilikuwa nimenunua mahali. Because after everything else ilikuwa imeisha. Actually I went flat. Actually nienda back to ground zero. Yenye iliniokoa ni 2 plots nilikuwa nimenunua mahali. And that's what I've been able to build. Over time I was being able to build over that. I've been able to build over that. That's what gave me a footing and ndio ilinisaidia nikasimama tena. And that's what I've been able to build to this day to be what I am today as Wickraft Property Company Limited. So what am I telling you? You could be working, thinking of retirement package, invest in that caprot. And inaweza kuwa mahali interior, inaweza kuwa mahali ndani, lakini ukinunua hiyo caprot 10, 15 years down the line, kama huyo mayanko nimekupea, sahi ame retire, hiyo ndio itakupea a package ya retirement yenye huwezi pata mahali pengine. You can invest in stocks, iende zianguke. You can invest kubi mahali pengine ziende zianguke. But provided you buy the property light. Property yenye umenunua, plot umefanya due diligence, iko light. Hiyo title uko naye, title iko sawa. Enda tuweka kwa nyumba. Wacha hiyo kaplot iende ilale pale. Miaka inakuja, kuambia utacheka. You get to enjoy the return on that investment. So, why am I telling you all these stories today? Why I'm telling you this is always good to look the indicators. When you are buying a plot, there are key indicators you are supposed to look into. It's good to look at, you go to a place and you find watu wameanza kusetu. Like you go to a place ulikuwa umeenda a few years back, huku umepata kanyumba, umeanza kuona watu wameanza kuingia mmoja mmoja. Consider investing in that place. Consider investing in that place. You find a place, umepata government, hakukuwa na sub-county headquarter. Like for instance, I give you Keno. I digress kidogo. One of the factors that have led to the growth of town that we are located, that's Keno. One of the key factors was when the sub-county headquarters, that's Murang'a South sub-county headquarters ziletwa hapa. Then another key factor was the Thika superhighway. You see, the superhighway ilikuwa imeguza Keno. And Keno is a gateway to the Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya, I mean the Embu County, Meru County, we have the Murang'a County, Nyeri. This is a gateway. That was a key factor that led to the growth. Such you find the town 10, 15 years down the line. Wenye alikuwa amekuja kwa hii town, I was surprised by a client when alikuwa amekuja kutembea. Alikuwa amekuja kunitembea. The last time he visited this town was when he was in college. Na when he left college, immediately he was employed. Na akakuja akaonyeshwa kashamba mahali. By then prices zilikuwa chini. By then 15 years back, that was we are now in 2024. That was around 2009 when alikuwa ameletwa kwa hii town. When aliletwa kwa hiyo shamba yenye alikuwa amekuja kuonyeshwa, hiyo it was half an acre. Keno is located in 2 sub-county. We have the Makuyu, that is the Murang'a South, and also the Kandara sub-county. Hiyo shamba yenye alikuwa ameonyeshwa, it was 1.25 acre. Na alikuwa, by the time alikuwa ameonyeshwa that 2009, the acre was going for, the 1.25 acre was going for 900. Juzi venye amenitembelea, the same location, nilimtembeza kumuonyesha a plot, a 40 by 100 plot. We are doing them at 2.5 million. By then, angekuwa with 800, he could have bought 1.25 acres. But today, benye amekuja nimempeleka the same location. The plot yenye nilikuwa nimempeleka akaone, a project that we had, Venetian Estate. We already made the 2 plots. We are doing a 2.5. And these are 40 by 100. Not even an 8, a 40 by 100 plot. Going for 2.5. That's what happened in the real estate. Now, imagine this friend only bought the 800 an acre. The 800 for the 1.25 acre. For the 1.25 acre, you are able to get 10, 50 by 100. Hata tuseme angekuwa anauza 3M ama 2.5. So if the person could have invested 800, today he could have got, do your maths, 10 plots, 2.5 million. That is 25 million. Na angekuwa tu amelala tu pale. Angekuwa amenunua ameiacha pale. That is what happened in real estate. You invest light, location light, you are sure to go. Now, why am I telling you this? Now, we have the new frontier in this area. That is the Makutano town. Where as the Wickraft Property Company Limited, we have really invested a lot. Most of our projects are located in that town. Why would I advise you to invest in that town? Mbona nikuambia invest Makutano? One, we have the dual carriage. That is the Keno Marua. The dual carriage is already done. It's almost 99% done. That's a key factor. What has happened? In one of the projects that I'm talking about, that's the Hope Gardens, where we are doing 280,000 for an eighth. it has been made a sub-county headquarter. That is Karafa. That is for the Mwea sub-county. That is the pet of the Bere South. The town has been made a sub-county headquarter. Something else you realize with that town, due to the factor of the devolution, the infrastructure, schools are coming up. Actually, schools have been put up. Security, the police posts have been done and police stations. With the sub-county headquarters, you can be sure the government, as we are talking right now, has partly done the road to access that town. It is partly done, has partly been tarmacked. And actually, taken advantage as a company. And tukikufikiria we, having you in mind, we have our recent project, that is Nafasi Gardens. Nafasi Gardens, we have done it next to just a few meters, about 800 or so a kilometer to the sub-county headquarters. We have our latest kid in the block, that is Nafasi Gardens. This is a plot that we are doing at 750,000 Kenya shillings. 750,000 Kenya shillings, and you have a plot that is on tarmac. Now, kwa hiyo story yote nimekupea, what am I driving to? I have told you, when you are thinking of investing, there are key indicators you are supposed to look into. Now, one, with the sub-county headquarters, you can be sure so many other offices are going to be brought in. For instance, as we are talking, we have now the land board. We used to go to Kiritiri, now for the side of Embu. But as we are talking today, the Bere South, the Washoro, we already have a land board. Now you can see, with the coming of the DCC, so many other resources and so many other offices and so many other government of services will be brought. One, we have the land registry, where we have now being the board, tunaenda huko, tunaenda Karafa. So many other things are going to happen. One, you're going to find the education offices are going to be brought there. The agriculture offices are going to be brought there. I mean, so many things are going to happen. So many things are going to happen. We have so many other things are going to happen with the sub-county, because it's going to pull other offices in that town. So it is good you consider investing in Makutano town. Based on the fact that as WICRAD, we have the projects they run across the spectrum of, we have the 280. If you want to invest in a low-priced plot, to Konazo 280, we have the 650, we have the 700, we have 850. Actually, you find most of the properties are the range not more than $1 million. So that is to tell you, I always tell you, when you are thinking of investing, especially when you are thinking of investing over a longer period, you rather go for a low-priced plot, then you buy quite a number of them, so you can be sure the return on your investment, based on ume invest pesa kidogo, but based on the factors, there are so many other factors itakuja kama the government infrastructure, the infrastructure will be put in place, the schools, we have the dispensaries and the hospitals in terms of health, we have the security in terms of police posts and so many others. There's so many other, and you find most of the investors are rushing there. So factors like demand and supply will come into play, where you find when so many investors flock into a place, kama sisi wenye tuko real estate, tukienda pale, and you find so many people want to settle there, the demand of the land will go high. Remember, the supply will still remain constant, based on the fact you can never expand the land, but the demand will go high. So what will happen with the prices will go high, the prices will rise. So what will happen in case you had made an investment, you can be sure the return on your investment will keep on rising, So by the time you are thinking of could be disposing that land, you may not necessarily invest there in terms of, lakini you may not necessarily put up a house there, you may not necessarily reside there, could be settled there, but you can be sure whatever investment that you have made, you're going to get it to recoup it, you're going to recoup an investment, return on investment will be very high. And that's always a factor that you should always think of. Acha nikupe ka story kidogo. Now, the first parcel of land that we bought was in Makutano, and that was in the year, that was in the year 2017. Nataka tuelewe. In 2017, that's when we did our first project in Makutano. By then, the story of the dual carriage was just a story. Actually, it was nowhere in the picture. It is just that we went and saw there are prospects in this town. And the first parcel of land we bought, there were 2 acres, I remember, that we bought at 1.2. 2 acres at 1.2. That was in the year 2017, late 2017, November thereabout. And this is a surprising and the interesting part of this story. Now, the same sort of location, that's why we did the first ATAM 1. That's what our projects are based on, ATAM 2, 3, based on the project. That was ATAM 1, that we bought at 1.2 for 2 acres. This is the most interesting part of this story. And the same, just past the same land. That was the year 20, that is within COVID. That is, I think, the year 2021. 2021. That was, I've told you of the 2017, I think 2017 thereabout. Now, pre-COVID, that is around 2020, the same location. That is 3 years down the line. Remember that we bought the first parcel at around 2017 thereabout, at 2017. The same location at around 2020, if I'm right, yeah, 2020. The same location where we have at ATAM 5, and the same location we have at 2. Now, 3 years down the line, look at this. The same location, we bought 1.2 for 2 acres. The same location. The next project that we bought was at ATAM 5, where we had 5 acres. The interesting part of the story is we bought at 600 per acre. But the next project that we did in the same location, 3 years down the line, we bought at 3M per acre. So a block of 15 we bought at 15 million. The same location, 3 years. What am I telling you? The town has changed. Things have changed over Makutano. It's a town that we have seen changed. In Makutano, that is in around 2020, there was no skyscraper. As we are talking right now, they are mushrooming in the town. Haungepata nyumba yenye inakaa smart by then, after the kind of houses yenye ilikuwa inakaa geshagi. But as we are talking right now, the town has changed. It's now a town. We are talking of, by then it was only known to be a Makutano market. Mkikumbuka those years, the 2020, tulikuwa tunaenda Makutano market. Right now venye tunaongea is no longer a market that you knew about. It's now a town. It's now a town. So what am I telling you? Vitu huwa zina change. Watu wanasema vitu zina changeanga. So things change. And that's what happened in real estate. Mambo hubadilika. So hii una story unasikia mambo ya investing in real estate ni kitu nimeona as in something that I have seen. I remember when I was working, somebody came to Keno, my friend, tukaenda, I took him to bargain for a plot. The plot zilikuwa zinaenda 550, 40 by 80. Aya kaenda, mimi nikasema hii ni cotton, mimi siwezi nunua, ni kama sikuwa na hela. Unajua kuna vitu mtu hayanangi. But thank God, today we have technology and I'm here, I'm able to educate you, I'm able to inform you. I wish I got such an opportunity. I wish I got an opportunity where I could find somebody that could advise me, tell me this what happens. But we are now in information age where you just a click of a button, you're able to hear what you're hearing. You can get real life stories like I'm telling you. Going back to the story, my friend, he alinunua. He bought the plot at 550. Mimi nikasema siwezi nunua ni cotton, hapa siwezi ka. The same location. So as we are talking, that he bought it 2021. Hiyo price yenye alinunua. Mimi sasa siwezi, by now the plots are going for 5 million. Plot he bought at 550. Right now is 5 million. 5 million. Ni miaka ngapi? Na hakuna kitu, nothing must, all that has happened, it is that kumekuwa na growth. So stories zenye unasikia ni kuambia about real estate, they are real. And here is the opportunity for you. Labda you have messed, labda ulienda mahali ukaonyeshwa, but this you have an opportunity to amend. You can always amend. You can always, labda kuna mahali, and I want to believe, everybody has a story. Sasa ukiangalia wazee wengi wanasema, huku nilikuwa nimepeleka hapa nikakosa kununua. Everybody has a similar story. Where you find, ulienda mahali ukasikia kuna plots zinauzwa mahali, wewe ukaenda, you are not able to see the opportunity. Wewe ulienda tu ukaona nyasi, wewe ukaenda ukaona tu kichaka. You couldn't see beyond that. So what am I telling you? Things are changing. Makutano has changed. Towns are changing, and we don't want to be left behind. So, because I want to tell you, hii story haiwezi isha, hatuwezi mariza, but always I always tell you, keep in touch. I always let you keep you informed of what's happening. So, think of investing. You are thinking of, you want to kuna pesa umeweka mahali na unataka kuinvest, try us. I always tell you, in Wicked Property Company Limited, we actualize your dreams for a better tomorrow. You have that small dream. You come to us as Wicked, tutaangalia, we see what we can do. We are very flexible, and to see that you actualize your dream of owning a property. Always stay connected. You can always get us on our Facebook page, that's Wikira Property. You can always get on our website, Wikira Property Company Limited.co.ke. But you can also get us on the number 0700 048 048. Reach out to us. Remember, in Wikira we always say, if you come to us as company, we give you more than you bargained for. In terms of delivery of title deeds, we always do them in eco time. In a month, you always have your title in your name. Because we always say in Wikira, plots sio plot tu peke yake. Value addition, we always make sure our properties are accessible in terms of amenities, water, electricity, roads, schools, and all the social amenities will be think of. In Wikira Property Company Limited, huwa tunakuangalia hiyo yote. So God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Next week, I'll be discussing with you in details on why you makutano, why invest in makutano. Najua nimeiguza ni we always talk about, in Wikira Property Company Limited, you always see us, we always talk about makutano. I will let you know in details why Makutano town, why Makutano and its violence, why invest in that town. I'll get to details why you should, the factors why you should consider investing there. So as Wikira, we always tell you have in our mind. Labda you have a question, you have a query regarding real estate, something that you could be experiencing in regard to real estate, a property, anything in regard to real estate, you can always drop the question, you can always inbox us, and you are going to respond accordingly. And I always tell in Wikira we have in mind, one of these days we are going to bring professionals here, we are going to bring lawyers, we are going to bring as many people as possible to just to keep you informed in regard to real estate. Because we don't need to lose your money, we don't want to lose an opportunity because you didn't have the information. So God bless you.